This trip is really for the player that desires coming over here to play college baseball. And obviously it's not for every player. It's quite a grueling schedule. There are some really cool things that we do. We do some tour stuff, but at the same time, this trip's really about preparing ourselves for the next level. We have several pro scouts and several college scouts that come watch us play. We've had a tremendous success rate. You know, close to 90% of our kids have gone on to play college baseball, and you know, it's just an opportunity to showcase themselves in front of them. You know, it's really kind of a sense of intimacy. I mean, I don't know if that's the right word to put it, but you know, we get a chance to drive 4,000, 5,000 miles on this trip, and kids get a chance to know what it's like to be in a van for several hours, get off and play a game, just like it is in minor league baseball or college baseball. It's not a trip for you know, someone that just wants to show up to the field every day and play a baseball game. I mean, it's going to be a real grind. We're going to put in 5,000 miles on every single one of our vehicles, and they're going to get a chance to see what it's like, you know, going through the grind of an 8-hour drive, you know, having to look after themselves, eat a proper meal, and then get up again and do the same thing the next day. We've had trips where we've actually driven over 6,000 miles up and down the West Coast, and it's, like I said, it's a pretty grueling, pretty grueling schedule, but at the end of the day, the kids get a chance to see all parts of the country. Caliber of play in the U.S. is a lot different. It's a much faster pace of play, and kids understand that when they get here. They get a chance to see a different type of running game, you know, how pitchers shut down the running game, offensively, you know, how things work. American teams tend to bunt quite a bit more, so, you know, it can be a pretty difficult adjustment for kids.
It's just so much better over here, so much more fast-paced, and they're just baseball smart over here.
I definitely do think I was challenged, yeah. From a skill sets point of view, I've never been the biggest player on the field. I've never been strong or that fast, so having to adapt to maximize my potential and to maximize my tools to become the best player I could be. Back home, there aren't as many people that could just play at half this level. I mean, coming over here and just getting this exposure is going to be great for my future.
We've had some excellent facilities. We've had a chance to play on some professional fields, on the San Francisco Giants field, Oregon State University, several other college fields. It's just been fantastic, some of the venues we've had a chance to play at.
The baseball fields we played at were great. A lot of them were AstroTurf, at least in Oregon. We played on almost all turf fields. And when we didn't, like in Boise, there was really well-maintained fields and no problems with the grass.
I reckon we played around 25 games. Give or take. Same amount of days, I'd say. So we average more or less a game a day. I mean, there are a couple times where we had triple headers, double headers. Those were the tough ones. But yeah, I mean, you get to see what it's like to live as a professional for a month almost.
I expected it not to be as good as this. I learned a lot about teammates, myself, how I play, how the game's played.
I'd really look into it. I'd say, is this really what I want to do? Do I want to play college baseball? Do I want to put in the 4 years over here? Do I want to put in the hard yards? That's what I ask every player. And when they get a chance to come over here, I get a chance to see what each and every individual is all about and how tough they are and how bad they really want it.
I came on this trip to just test myself as a baseball player. I wanted to see if I could grow as a player, maybe have a chance to play in college someday, and I also wanted to test myself to see if I could end up taking care of myself someday. Anybody could do it. I mean, anybody that's willing to work hard and show up every day and play their heart out. I mean, they probably include passion. I think that's the #1 thing you gotta have, just the will to be out here. And I guess not everybody has that, so if you can consider that a tool, I would say you need that.
Not anyone. I feel like you have to have some sort of tools and some mindset to be able to play the game.
We do plenty of activities, but like I said, most of it's revolved around playing baseball. Over the course of 3 to 4 weeks, we'll probably have 2 to 3 days off, and those days will either be a travel day, but we'll try to incorporate some type of a tourist activity. But we'll always try to do something during the days that we might have a little bit more time on. For instance, we'll play a 6 o'clock game. We might take the kids up to the mountain during the day, and then they get down to the ballpark and be ready for a 6 o'clock game. Take BP at 4 o'clock.
I think my favorite one was when we went whitewater rafting on the 4th of July. That was a lot of fun. I mean, it was really team bonding. I haven't met a lot of the guys before that point in the trip, and just getting to meet them all and have fun with my friends. And that's like half the reason I'm out here.
it was just time away from baseball, 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 and it was really great, and I just enjoyed it a lot.
Absolutely, we love to have parents, we love to have other individuals and families involved with the tour. You know, the only difficult thing is just making sure that we have 48 kids that are looked after, and obviously the staff is really focused on making sure those 48 kids can get from point A to point B. So we just ask the parents to do the best that they can in terms of following along and going with the schedule. Yeah, we give everybody a chance to follow us along. We have a Game Changer app where the parents and family members back home get a chance to watch the games live streamed. We also have video streaming several of our games. Some of the games are actually broadcasted live on the internet via some of the circuits that we play at. We've had quite a few American media outlets that have followed us around. Every other weekend our kids have their pictures in the paper and get a chance to be interviewed by American broadcasting companies. So it's pretty neat having a chance to do that, considering baseball really isn't a priority sport in Australia. I'd suggest bringing some extra money, but at the same time, you know, if kids look after themselves and budget properly, they'll be able to look after themselves pretty good here in America. Everything's relatively inexpensive, but at the same time, you know, kids get a chance to get deals here and there, and you know, some of the tourist places that we go to often require a little bit extra change. We've got host families for most of the trip. Kids get a chance to blend in with an American family and get a chance to see what the culture is all about. And then we also have some hotel accommodations along the way too. And like I said, we try to make it as similar to college baseball as possible. It's always not going to be a comfortable situation, but at the same time, you know, these kids are going to need to know what it's like when they eventually come over here.
Host families were lovely. They cared so much. They just wanted to make sure we were having a good time the entire time. I mean, I had 4 host families over the course of this trip. Each and every one of them has just been so warm and welcoming to let us into the place where they live. They don't even know us. I mean, I thought that's just really kind of them, and they were just so great.
The host families that I had were just absolutely amazing. They helped with everything. I mean, they did everything they could for you to make you have the best time you could over here.
I'm a host mom because I got involved with the Perth Heat 4 years ago, and it's been the best 4 years for my kids and I. And at the end of it all, I feel like I leave with kids that are also my own for the rest of our lives. We follow them on Facebook, we talk almost daily with the families, and it's just been the best experience ever. I have a daughter, and through her, we've grown to a fan club of 20 high school girls that pretty much come to every game. They get the entire crowd going, they get the teams motivated, they play all the music, they dance, they make it a lot of fun. We try and do a variety of things. We try and do a lot of sightseeing. We do a lot of get-togethers with other host families so everyone can meet each other. We're going to San Francisco on Friday. So we try to encompass everything besides games. We try to encompass who we are as Santa Rosa, California, and Sonoma County and what we have to offer. And we hope that they come back and want to go to school here and go to college. And we'll be doing some tours of Santa Rosa Junior College and Sonoma State University, which are also huge baseball teams, divisions. This has been one of the best tours to date.
They took us out shopping sometimes. They took us to, like the lakes and the rivers when we had off days.
One of my host families actually had a boat, so we went around riding on that. Yeah, that was great. But a lot of swimming, relaxing, just meeting their friends and family. It's been cool.
You know, just getting the exposure of another family and in a different part of the world. I think it's probably a good experience both ways. And
oh, I would take 2 in a heartbeat, if not more, just because I think it's important. I think it's important for our children to be exposed to other cultures, other kids in this world that they have no clue about.
I definitely would highly recommend it. It's you know, a little over a week, which isn't a lot of time, and the commitment that's made. The athletes are great as far as you know, the experience we've had, and it's fun rooting on the team. You kind of become instant fans. But it all worked out great. We definitely would do it again and loved every minute of it. So
yeah, we'll do it again for sure.
just an experience, a chance to see America, really, and play baseball at its finest anywhere, you know, in the world. I mean, this might be one of the best opportunities for any kid overseas. Gets a chance to come to America, showcase themselves in front of college scouts, professional scouts, and possibly give themselves a chance to play here.
I mean, this trip's helped me realize that there's a chance that I could make it someday, and if it all ends up where I want it to be, then I would absolutely love to have the opportunity to play professional ball. Do it. Absolutely do this trip if you get the opportunity.
I'd say do it. Do it. Like, it's a great experience, great thing to do. Just come and do it.
It's a great pathway to take.